Heat presentation by Huereca-Contreras. What is heat? Heat is generated by the movement of tiny particles within an object. The faster the particles move, the more heat is generated. What is thermal energy? Thermal energy refers to the energy contained within a system that is responsible for its temperature. It is the energy that comes from heat. Unlike other forms of energy, thermal energy is difficult to convert to other forms of energy. What is temperature? Temperature is a degree of hotness and coldness that can be measured by using a thermometer, measured in degrees on the Fahrenheit, Celsius, and Kelvin scales. Similarities. Both temperature and thermal energy are made by the movement of particles. Heat is the thermal energy transferred across a boundary of one region of matter to another. Thermal energy is the internal energy present in a system by virtue of its temperature. Heat refers to the total energy of the molecular motion or kinetic energy of a material. Temperature, on the other hand, is a measure of the average or apparent energy of molecular motion. Heat energy depends on the speed of the particles, the number of particles, the size or mass, and the type of particles in an object. The difference between temperature and thermal energy is the temperature measures the average kinetic speed of molecules, and thermal energy is the total kinetic energy of all particles in a given substance. The Kelvin temperature scale was the brainchild of Belfast-born British inventor and scientist William Thomson, also known as Lord Kelvin. It is one of the three best-known scales used to measure temperature, along with Fahrenheit and Celsius. Each unit on the scale, called a Kelvin rather than a degree, is equal to a degree on the Celsius scale. Just the letter K, not the degree symbol, is used when reporting temperatures in Kelvin. There are no negative numbers on the Kelvin scale, as the lowest number is 0 Kelvin. Like other temperature scales, the freezing and boiling points of water are factors in establishing the scale's range. There are 100 degrees between the temperature at which water freezes at 273.16 Kelvin and boils 373.16 Kelvin. Fahrenheit is a temperature scale that bases the boiling point of water at 212 and the freezing point at 32. It was developed by Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit, a German-born scientist who lived and worked primarily in the Netherlands. In 1714, Fahrenheit developed the first modern thermometer, the mercury thermometer, with more defined measurements than previous temperature gauges. In 1742, a Swedish astronomer created a temperature scale which was the reverse of the scale now known by the name Celsius. 0 represented the boiling point of water, while 100 represented the freezing point of water. Countries that use Fahrenheit versus Celsius today include the Bahamas, Belize, the Cayman Islands, the Republic of Palau, and the United States. All other countries use Celsius to measure temperature. For some, one of the factors that makes the Celsius scale seem easier to use is that most of the common temperature reference points are simpler and easier to remember when converted to Celsius. The United States is the only major industrialized country in the world that does not use the Celsius scale as its official system of measurement.